What's up, guys? It's been a very long time, and I'm trying to introduce something new to this channel. And with me today, I have my buddy Shinrai. Say hi, Shinrai.
Hello.
And so, you'll see the type of video, but basically we're going to be playing Casual Smash as I interview him.
Watch me get like some BS character that I'm going to probably wind up hating using.
Well, I mean, I got game
okay.
So I don't know about that.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
So, for the audience mostly, so as we're playing, what'll happen is I will be asking, I will be interviewing Shinrai about certain things. He's about one of my more knowledgeable friends about certain mechanics of the game. So, as that will be the topic, that's what we shall do. So, Shinrai, can you explain some of the mechanics about the game? You know, the simple basics a beginner would know.
I feel like some of the basics would be to just dash, running, jumping. I mean, it really just depends on your perspective.
Explain a little bit more, because, I mean, some people don't know the logistics and stuff like that. So.
I mean, Smash can be simple, Smash can be complex. It really just goes on of how you view at it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, and that was good.
Alright, so, to broaden this, alright. Let's go into some frame data, right?
Yeah.
Because that's part of the mechanics, obviously. So, for most, like, shields and stuff, how long are generally the frames for this? For, like, you know, spot dodging and rolling?
Spot dodging is normally 3 frames. Rolling is actually within the ranges of 4 frames. And for some characters, it can actually potentially be 5 frames, depending on whether if the characters are heavy or not, and I just actually... My bad. But, so... One thing for sure, though, is that rolling can be a good idea, but at the same time, it can also get you killed. Like, for example, if I air dodge right here, you could easily just, you know, kill me right there, and,
But I also feel like that comes with, like, the speed of, like, certain characters, you know? Like, Game & Watch isn't going to catch up to you quick enough, but let's say, like, Roy does. He's going to catch up really quickly to be able to get that optimal punish. Or a punish at all, if able, right?
I mean, yeah, in that aspect. Ah, dang it, I honestly thought I was going to be able to reach that,
okay,
but,
air dodges. What are the general frames of that?
Normally they're at around 4 frames, similar to rolling. But the problem is that you also have like this slight delay that will actually screw you over if you don't you know, use them with caution. Damn, I was not expecting that to work that way, but you know.
Yeah.
You know, you live and you learn.
All right. So
crap. Yep.
Frames are like that way I can kind of give my audience a little perspective. Frames are how quick the move comes out. Let's say like Meta Knight's forward smash comes out in 24 frames, meaning it's one of the slowest, if not the slowest, forward smash that comes out, right? It's just how quick a move or option comes out. Like after shield, it's got very low like shield frames, so I can shield relatively quickly at a forward smash. It just takes forever for forward smash to happen.
Yeah.
Flick. I got 10.
Crap, Lucas.
But
I've never met a Lucas player, and I don't really plan to. I don't hate the players who use him. It's just I never really understood the point of the character.
I fight quite a few with this. Well, one specifically.
Oh crap!
All right, so now let's get to the more complicated stuff, like fox striding and things of that nature. I lost my jump. Didn't let me play.
When it comes to dash dancing, it's actually just within, you know, knowing when to get in, when to get out, and stuff like that. And whenever I use my favorite character, Sonic, he kind of actually teaches me that in a better perspective. To where, like, if I try to dash in, you're more tempted into using a defensive option. So then I would more likely try to go for a grab in this state. Yeah, see, and then I can do that. Oh no! I thought it was a regular up B. Okay, but then like sometimes it can actually be useful for like tweak turnaround. To be able to shweave.
Not shmove, but
shweave.
It's like weaving.
Yeah, shweave. Exactly. It's evasiveness with neutral. The very things you probably need to know how to do. Otherwise, you're gonna get smacked.
Alright. Since we talked about that poetry aspect, let's go into the 3 different character types, like the basic types. Like we've got the grapplers, the speedsters, and the brawlers, as Smash likes to categorize them. We'll go a little bit in depth, a little bit more in a bit about how those will
But the simple triangle is normally rush down, zoner, and grappler, and normally rush down characters generally have super fast movement and normally can just go in and out of the opponent's face with relative ease. But then again, it kind of just goes down to what kind of style play do you want to go to. Because depending on the situation, it can actually help you, but then it can also hurt you in many instances.
What should about my aggressive playstyle with defensive characters?
That is cursed. Do not listen to this. Yeah, I lose the stupidity, but no, you can play however the heck you want. It's not, it's not a problem. Oh no. Darn.
But can you elaborate a little bit more on the 3 main types?
So when it comes to rushdown, there's a lot that could be put at play. For example, all-rounders, they can basically do the best of both worlds, both offensively and defensively. But then again, they can also, more often than not, choose to be aggressive since they basically can back off if they want to, or go in and just pressure the opponent. For example, Mario, for instance, he can basically press a bunch of buttons and get away with it. Simple as that.
Sorta, I'd say that still takes skill.
Like, I'm not saying it's like a, lazy button mashing kind of thing.
But yes, so all-rounders. But now let's go with someone like a zoner. Explain a zoner for me, would you?
A zoner is mainly they mainly try to keep their distance while also try to limit their opponent's movement. Because if you don't try to limit their movement or stop them from approaching, then you're going to die. Simple as that.
So basically, zoners are just stay the hell out of my area.
Yeah, basically the get off me before I destroy you. Like that.
Okay.
But
now,
I suck with Snake, so...
but okay, now explain Rushdown.
But Snake... So, Rushdown is kind of being all up in your face, basically not really giving a crap about any defensive opportunities, and just going straight for the kills. Oh god, like that. I mean,
I feel like Rushdown has one of the more broader terms and spectrums.
I mean, it can, but at the same time, it really just depends on what do you see as a Rushdown character. Is it huge amounts of huge amounts of combos, damage, speed, whichever. Because you have different types. You have zone breakers, which basically can be in their own little zone to where the opponent would kind of struggle to deal with.
Yeah.
Say a character with no projectiles, then the zone breaker would want to be away from them have the person with no projectiles to chase them down. While on the opposite side of the spectrum, you have characters with, like, for example, Link, that is a zoner. His blind spot is kind of like in the middle, since that's a complete entire guess. And actually, Sephiroth right here, he can actually be a great example of what I'm talking about, to where he has like this blind spot where he kind of can't really, you know, do well up close, but once when he does, he can really do well.
Yeah, okay. And then can you...
But then again...
let's see. I know we talked about all-rounders. Rushed out. Zoner. Who's left?
Grapplers.
Can you explain those for me?
So, grapplers kind of just, you know, utilize the opponent's emotions to the best of their ability, while also trying to make it to where it is kind of like a living nightmare towards them. So they kind of use like conditioning and stuff like that to kind of like make their opponents feel scared. Like, for example, like, here's a great example for conditioning. So, let's say, like, I'm Incineroar, right? And I go for Psybe a lot, okay? An interesting option for me to do would be to not go for that and actually go for, like, down tilt, up tilt, or space forward tilt. So, basically, they utilize the opponent's emotions to their own way to kind of make it to where it would be kind of rather beneficial for them. So, like, for example, while rushdown characters, they focus on mix-ups. Like, that's their sauce, right? And then you have grapplers, their special sauce is like conditioning, basically making their opponents' emotions and putting them as to your own advantage.
Okay. Now, let's diverse into a more of the more complicated versions, like, you know, how we have like Turtle, stuff like that.
Turtle, they're the ones that normally like prefer to like just stay away, not really go offensive, or really, they just don't like to approach. Like, a great example for that is characters like Byleth, Villager,
Isabelle.
I guess Sephiroth in a way. No, Isabelle's more of a trapper, but it really depends on how you play her. Trapper, it's a type of zoning, but also a type of conditioning, where as for zoners, they kind of incite anger, because, you know, they're trying to piss off the other person, trying to, like, stop them from approaching, and because of it, it kind of slowly but surely drives them mad. And, for example, Mega Man, pure zoner. And Banjo and Kazooie, he's like a turtle character, I guess you could say.
I wouldn't
to where
say
he halts your
turtle.
movement. Oh, really? What would you think? Ow.
I'd say more of an all-rounder. He can kind of do it all.
Yeah, but then again, like, he has like the grenade to where, like, you know, that's like his sauce. Ow.
Not necessarily. I mean, he's got other things like Wonder Wings and Kazooie.
Yeah, but then like Wonder Wing is like super risky.
But it's also
see?
intangible.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some other ones that are kind of weird to place. At the end of this video, I'll post a triangle of the different like things. It's not the most updated. I think it goes up to what? I'll be out here.
You mean the one with the red post?
The weird triangle that kind of showed like turtle.
Yeah, the archetype triangle.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll be posted at the. It'll be shown in the video.
All right, well that's cool.
Much love, but all right, because we're ending near draw to the end of the video, I would like to go over your character, the one you put the most time into, your main.
Okay.
This is gonna be very. Fall, and then what? How does he use certain mechanics, and where does he fall in that game?
Okay, so this is gonna be like freaking weird. So I kind of play Sonic kind of aggressively. So what I normally do is I try to play him like a fragile version of Captain Falcon, and for whatever the reason, it works.
Explain what you mean by that.
Like, kind of slightly offensive, but also like, you know, watch how you approach and try to mix it up.
Explain it. I want to know more about that.
So, Sonic is like the king of mobility. Okay, if you don't like mobility, then you're not gonna like Sonic. Simple as that.
Just because you don't like mobility doesn't mean you're not gonna like Sonic.
Like, unless if you like, you know, fast, speedy characters, but then again, it's like, oh crap. You know, he kind of lacks the kill power, and then it kind of makes it very cursed. But, a lot of people see Sonic as more of a campy character. I try to play him as offensive as I can, and try to make him as cool, so that way, you know, people can be interested within playing the character, and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Messed up.
But, where do I think Sonic's playstyle is? He's definitely not a rushdown. He doesn't have great approach options like, say, Joker, Fox, Sheik, Pichu, Pikachu, Zero Suit Samus, sometimes Greninja, but then again, he doesn't have great approach options. He has great spacing options, but yeah, that's a different character. He's kind of in the blend within bait and punish and hit and run, to where what they normally do is they utilize their movement to their fullest extent to kind of just bob and weave through the punches, like a little Mac, but faster and can be able to recover efficiently.
To be fair, as far as the game goes, not that much better.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like a huge difference. Which, I mean, it's not like a crazy difference between like Captain Falcon's speed and Sonic's speed. I mean, everyone could basically chase each other down if, you know, if their movement's predictable enough.
Yeah. Okay, but how does he use all the movement techs that are?
Funny enough, the simplest way is actually through jump canceling it.
Explain what a jump cancel is.
Jump cancel is when you commit to an attack and you can also just, you know, just jump out of the way. And pretty much because of that, you don't even have to commit to like just staying by the shield. You can just go past it and not really give a crap of what your opponent thinks about your pressure.
Anything else he utilizes besides jump cancel?
Well, because of the jump canceling, it actually plays a huge part within this whole spin dash. Like, yeah, it's annoying to deal with, even as a Sonic player, but once when you actually go in depth within like some of the creative things you can do with it, it's actually really cool. Like spin shot, aerial spin pivot, vertical spin jump.
I will need to explain those. I don't even know what most of those are.
Okay, basically, spin shot basically allows you to basically zip across the sky at like lightning fast speed. Basically, he could potentially be just as fast as Yoshi in the air. And if that's not crazy, I don't know what is.
Okay.
Keep in mind, Yoshi is literally the fastest like aerial character in the entire game. And literally Sonic surpasses him in that category effortlessly, all because of that one simple. Yeah, because of that move, you can straight up approach for free And on top of that, you can do other moves, like you can go into an attack, go into an air dodge to like wave land onto like a nearby platform. You can use homing attack to basically just, you know, stall your movement and basically bait your opponent into attacking. And what actually makes it really cool is that you can also cancel it by, since it also costs you a double jump, you can also quickly, you know, air dodge cancel it, and because of it, you don't even have to commit to the move that you've thrown out. So because of it, your opponent literally has to just sit there and just, you know, deal with it. Unless if your movement is predictable. Like right now, I am.
But continue, like, what else is there?
Well, you have aerial spin pivot. Mainly it's more of a platform mix-up, so that way you can kind of just, you know, mix up your landing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. What is
vertical spin pivot? It's when you are in the air with spin dash, as soon as you leave off the platform, you would do the side B, and then you would quickly jump cancel it right afterwards with jump. And what this does is that it can actually shift you into one of three directions. Neutral jump, backwards, and forwards jump. And this is also affected on the timing of it. If you do it immediately, you'll get as high as possible with it, but also the longest possible time in order to be able to land back down. And of course, this does take up your secondary jump. So it is kind of a risk, it's more of a mix-up, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
What about B reversing? Can you explain that for me?
So, B reversing is just really good because you can just shift your movement in one particular way and really... Oh, God. So B reversing can actually just allow you to shift your movement and just go into a different direction immediately and just kind of just mix things up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you kind of explain how to do that? Because I remember it took me a while to.
So B reversing is within the act of pressing the special button of your choice, whether if it's side B or down B or even neutral B. And because of this, you can literally just choose the direction you want to go in.
Can you explain tacking?
Tacking is when, you know, you land perfect timing onto a platform, but if you do it too many times, then it will be a pain in the butt because they can actually just straight up just, you know, dash attack like this and just straight up just go through the entire nullification of it, and yeah, I'm almost dead. I always up B too close to the ledge.
Understandable. Oh, can you talk about staling?
Oh, staling is when, you know, you use the same move over and over. This is kind of like an attempt to like stop spamming. Yeah, it didn't really do a good job at that.
I think.
No, not really. I've seen so many Mega Mans where like they'll straight up B, then they'll down B, and what this does is that this activates the leaf
talking
shield.
about my Mega Man. Is that what you're doing?
No. I've seen like Mega Man players in quick plates where they'll straight up just camp with Leaf Shield and Mega Man's dog, Rocket, and because of that.
Oh, you got my main. That's flipped. Flux.
Oh no.
2, 1.
I know it's wet. Ow.
Better beat me. Oh, can you explain weight differentials and how they affect certain mechanics?
Basically, there is a fine line between having good weight and bad weight. So keep in mind, every form of the weight kind of has their own advantages and disadvantages, like being able to survive longer or being able to get out of combos easier. Like, for example, as a heavy person, you'll survive hella longer. But then again, that's kind of the point within it. They're not supposed to be like this, like, oh yeah, I'm an omega fast character that can basically just go through a lot of stuff. Dang, that was a good, move. But,
Continue what you were explaining?
So, if you're lightweight, more often than not, you can actually just get out of combos easier simply because you're light and floaty. But then again, that also plays into a factor because you can also die easier. Which, there's also ones to where you can basically just go, you know, reverse.
What?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to concentrate because this is definitely a character I do not ever use in my entire life. So, me trying to... Well, yeah.
So I picked up on being able to play something.
Oh, dang, that was good. Oh.
I play against a lot. Very specific. Ridley. Very good, yeah. But, alright, besides being light, don't certain fall speeds also affect like combo get-outs and stuff like that?
Well, actually, yeah. So depending on how fast you fall, it can actually make it easier to get at a disadvantage, but at the same time, it's also easier for them to juggle, be able to... Yeah. I personally don't prefer it, but I know there's some people out there to where they do prefer to have a faster fall speed. I personally don't. I just like to have an average one. But because of having a fast fall speed, like Fox, for example, you can basically just go for an air, and then jump back up, and then just do it again and reset the situation. Mm-hmm. And a perfect example of a floaty character would actually be Peach.
3, 2,
she literally has float cancels built into her moveset, and because of that, it actually makes it pretty effective at what she does.
Yeah,
except,
she has literally a floating jump. A lot of floaty characters in the game, she's the only one with a literal floaty jump.
Which kind of, you know, perfects this, you know, this whole...
True.
Kind of perfects the whole, you know, the whole purpose within it. What are you gonna do?
Counter right after.
Ah, no. So, heavy characters, they normally can be able to survive longer and basically just...
They're also
and normally they have armor. Yeah, they're combo food. That's like their biggest weakness. But if you can deal with that, then it's actually great. Look at you trying to go for the float combos.
Oh, I'm really bad at them. That's why I rely on more turnip now. Is that all the like tech and stuff like that that's been discovered, or is there many more?
No. If you actually take a look at some of the other character discords, you can actually take a look at some of like really cool stuff and just... Oh. Yeah, you can actually look at some character specific ones like these things from Ice Climbers, flow cancels from Peach. Funny enough, there's actually a bunch of wave bounce like tech that
explain what a wave bounce is. You've never explained it to me.
So wave bounce is basically a combination of both a B turnaround, which is whenever you flick your stick in the opposite direction, then press the B button. A B reverse is when you just quickly snap to the opposite direction.
But that still doesn't make sense. Can you explain how it would be useful in all reality? I personally don't find that useful.
Oh, crap. I thought I could be able to reach that. Yeah, and that's the power of the floaty character, but I don't like using Horn.
Fair point. But can you explain how, like, a wave bounce would be, like, you know, useful?
You can use it to fake out your approach to where, like, let's say you're up close and you know you need to back away. And so the best way to do that would be to wave bounce and just give yourself distance while also moving back. And so because of it, your opponent is literally stuck in this situation of whether should they try to chase after you or should they just go for, you know, an alternative.
Okay. But could not, like, dash dancing or foxtrotting, many other ability, like tech and abilities, not also help? Just the exact same way?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just an option. It's not like the, you know, a Swiss Army knife to where it's be able to do multiple things like Sonic Spin Dash, for example.
Like, immediately jump into a,
I DI'd up, whatever the reason.
Nice. But, so, guys, this is pretty much the, you know, basics and also the more advanced things you can do in Smash Brothers, as far as, you know, tag and how mechanics work and stuff like that. And I just kind of wanted to cover a bit today, using one of my good buddies, Shinrai. And because he's probably the one of the most knowledgeable ones I know about this kind of stuff.
There's still plenty more to be learned, but you can. But what I enjoy about Sonic is that you can play him simplistic, or you can play him super technical, and I kind of like that.
That was good.
As I was saying, I just enjoy the free flowing of the character and of how he can basically just do whatever whatever the heck I want to do, without it being too much of a drag or without too much of, you know,
restraint,
being a sacrifice to, yeah. And because of it, I normally enjoy characters that either have a lot of mobility or a lot of freedom, and I just kind of just enjoy doing that. Like, my favorite character in Tekken is straight up Eddie Gordo, which in Tekken 7 is literally the worst character in the game. Well, by current season, which is Season 4. But still, I enjoy the free flowing of the character to where once when he gets going, oh, he gets going. And he will stay like that. And
it reminds me of Maxie from Soul Calibur.
Yeah, kind of like that. Because, like, he's got some moves to where, yeah. As soon as I could give myself a computer or an Xbox, I would definitely try to get that game. I just think he would honestly be fun. Wait, isn't he the dude with the other... Oh, PlayStation? Yeah, but doesn't it have, like, some inappropriate stuff in it? Because I want to be able to, like, recommend my cousins to get that game, so that way I can be able to try it out for myself.
It's not very inappropriate unless you make a custom character that's really inappropriate.
Yeah, that would be kind of bad.
That's only if you customize it like that, though.
Yeah, that's if they actually tried, but then again... Okay, as you're straight up just doing a 66% combo, I really don't like Piranha Plant.
No. It's on YouTube. You're already cutting out and everything. See how it is? Anyway,
No, it's not even that. It's just the fact that I don't even like, you straight up have Terry, which is a character that can play Rushdown while also being able to just do some pretty cool flashy stuff. He's my favorite Shoto. besides Ryu and
He
Ken.
doesn't count as a Shoto. I hope you know that. He doesn't count as a Shoto.
He has an anti-air, he has an advancing move.
He is a fighting game character, but he is not a Shoto.
Well, yeah, I mean, not by standards-wise, but it would be a good option. He's not a Shoto, but he is, like, you know, base of the game in some ways. Well, actually, no, not really, but, you know, he's just one of the popular characters to where you basically... Oh, didn't know you could punch me through there.
It's not like a brick wall. It's gas.
Well, I thought, like, you know, I would stop you, but then again I realized, oh, wait a minute, no, that ain't possible.
Gotcha. I was hoping for so much more. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of like tech in this game. There's a lot of things you can do. You can play every character the way you want. One of my favorite things is taking a defensive character and making them awesome in Rushdown.
Which can be pretty cool.
Unless you can your Isabel, and that's not okay. Following me is kind of the vibe I get from that. I got my go-go juice.
Oh god. I wanted to be able to create some space.
Well, I did it for you.
Oh no!
Well, guys,
Darn.
that is the end of the video, but I will have...
If I hadn't SD'd, I would have won. Darn. I really don't like this character.
That happens. Well, guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys like it. I will have the like specific types that characters generally fall into and categories, the archetype chart, at the end of the video. So feel free to screenshot it and look at it. And I will see you guys next time. Stay in the good fight. Peace.